Hey there, this is Daniel Johnson Jr. with another video update for National Podcasters Post Month. Today is Sunday, November 15th, 2009. And as you know, if you've been following this series along, I've been doing, practicing answering typical job hunting, job interview questions. And these are being posted over at GetThatJobOnline.com. If you have any comments, questions, or feedback, I've been getting a lot of great stuff from you guys, through the email Daniel@GetThatJobOnline.com. And if you also want to get in touch with me over at the website GetThatJobOnline.com/contact. And of course, as these are being shared across many different social networking sites, you can comment on those. If you would like to leave a reply to the video over at YouTube, you can do that as well. So this week is week 3 of National Podcasters Post Month. And speaking of which, I'd like to say a special thank you to Jennifer Navarrete, who was the founder of NAPodPoMo, National Podcast Post Month, and she also did an interview with me, and I'll put a link, make sure I have a link in the show notes, so that you can check that out as well. So thank you very much again, Jennifer. It's a great thing, and appreciate everything that we talked about there. So this week, I got an email with some great feedback. And I've been answering some typical job hunting, job interview questions. And one of the questions came up as some things around behavioral interview. Now, if you're one of the things that you really know that you're being in a behavioral interview is when you start to receive questions that ask about previous behavior, and tell me about a time when, those types of questions, or describe a time when. Some of those types of questions. And the idea behind a behavioral interview and why those interviews are conducted is because the belief is that how you behaved on a last job or previous job, well, is a good indicator of how you might behave and will probably behave on your next job. So that's one of the reasons why for that. So for this week, these 7 days that we're doing, this next 7 days, this counting today, we are doing. I'm going to try and make a stab at some specific behavioral interviewing questions. So what do we have on slate for today? Now, one interesting thing is these questions are a lot longer than some of the ones, and so as you see, as I've done on the right down there below, right down there, you've seen the title scroll by. I'm going to actually flip it around so that you can see what the things are there. At least that's my current intention, and still trying to keep this under 10 minutes. So let's see. Today's question for November 15th is: describe the most significant or creative presentation which you have had to complete. Okay. So as I talked about before, I do this podcast called How I Got My Job, and I've been doing it for over a month. Not over a month. I've been doing it for over a year, and I'm posting them for over a year, recording them since February 2008. And I answer specific questions about not answer, but I ask people to take us through their job hunting process and talk about how they got their job. And so one of the things that I've done is I've created a presentation that I've given to subscribe some of the findings, and I call it 5 Qualities of Successful Job Seekers. A lot of the interviews that I've done, I've been able to pick out some specific qualities that keep recurring. Things like authenticity, audacity, adaptability, well-connectedness, perseverance. Those 5 qualities, show up among successful job seekers. And what I've done is I created a presentation where I talked about these qualities, and I used the actual words from the people that I've interviewed. And I think that's one of the most significant presentations that I've done. The times that I've given it, it's had a really strong impact on people, and it's motivated them to come back and check out the things. And I think for people who are looking for jobs, this is something that I think I'm doing that has provided value. So that's the thing that's how I would answer that question. What about you? Feel free to share something that you've done in the comments. I know that this is providing some value to a lot of you, and just want to say also a special thank you to some people in the Cincinnati area that I talked to on Thursday, November 12th. I haven't forgotten about you guys there. I spoke to a job seekers group here locally in Cincinnati, and anybody that's watching this from that had a great time talking about the emotional side of job search, which there is, as we know. So more over there. I probably will post some more things over at the blog at GetThatJobOnline.com, or maybe over at DanielJohnsonJr.com. Thanks again for checking this out, and do get in touch. For now, this is Daniel Johnson Jr. saying until tomorrow, make it a great day. Oh, it's on. Okay. Hang on. Just a moment. With another update for National Podcast Post Month, I'm Daniel Johnson Jr. giving you this update over here at GetThatJobOnline.com. And, I also do the